Hey, good afternoon. It is 3:30 on a Sunday, April 14th. Beautiful sunny day. I've just gotten off work. Now I'm headed to the gym. It's going to be legs and glutes today. Um, yeah, last week I hit a new PR on the squats. I hit 425 for one. So now, today, while I'm doing my squats, I'm going to be warming up with a higher weight than I normally would. I used to warm up at two plates. Now I'm going to be warming up at three just because I want to be doing much heavier working sets on the squats. So yeah, warming up at 315, do a working set of 3 or 4 reps at 405. And then for my third set, I'll just be hitting that PR at 425. It is a brand new PR. I've only hit it once. Normally in the beginning stages, as your PR evolves, you fail a lot, right? Like you might hit it 1 week and then fail it the next week. That's perfectly normal. So I am expecting maybe like a 60% likelihood that I'll fail at 425, but that's okay. I've got to start working it anyways. I want to be doing the heavier weights for reps. After the squats, I'll be hitting the leg extensions, the leg curls, the calves. I've mentioned before, I've recently had to add calves into the rotation. Um, the reason I didn't before is because I grew up skateboarding. I've always had very strong calves. But now that uh, my upper body and the meaty parts of my body have gotten much bigger than they were in my adolescence. I do have to add calves into the rotation because that part of my body is looking weaker. Um, at the end of the leg day, I'll have to work in some abs. I've mentioned this before as well. 36 years old now. I grew up with a six pack. I had it, geez, starting when I was like 6 years old and had it all the years growing up, right up until I was 30 years old. And then all of a sudden, uh, an explosion of body weight. Lost my six pack. I put on that weight well because I was working out all the time, but I lost the six pack. Just recently got it back, but to maintain that, I'm having to work that six pack 3 days a week. So I will finish up the day with some abs. I'll be getting to the gym in a few minutes here. So just bear with me. I'll be back in a minute with some more footage for you guys, and I'll see you soon. Hey, so I'm at the squat rack now. You won't be able to see the weight on the bar when I put myself in the center of the frame. But show you guys here. Got 3 plates on each side. So I'm gonna take a minute and warm up my knees with some pulse squats. Um, just to stretch out the knee tendons and get some blood flowing. So the pulse squat, you're literally bouncing, just bouncing, stretching and contracting, right? Stretching, contracting. Literally all I do to warm up my knees. And I might do some kicking and flailing around. I won't be using my belt for this set, just because I want to be developing my natural weightlifting belt. Uh, Stability in my core also needs to be trained. You over rely on the belts, you're not training that core stability. A couple more pulse squats, and then we get into this first set. So it'll just be a set of 5 or 6 at 315 pounds. That's it. I'm not going to gas myself out too much because I've got heavy weight for the next 2 sets. Okay, got my knee tendons all stretched out. Let's hit this set. Feet about shoulder width apart, toes out, down, up. Ugh. Okay. All right. Yeah, really felt that in my glutes. So I'm gonna take a good 3 minutes rest on this one before I slap on 90 pounds and pump out 405. I'll be right back. All right. So we got side view angle now. Uh, 4 plates on the bar. Taking about 3 minutes rest. I am really feeling undermotivated today. Um, so I'm really gonna have to power through this and just nose to the grindstone, just get through it. But yeah, we're gonna be hitting this 405 squat for 2 or 3 reps, uh, and hopefully be hitting 425 again today. There's a couple of close squats, tension in the knees, stretching in the knees, tension in the knees, stretching in the knees. Okay. Yeah! Ah! Ah! Okay. Ah. Ooh. Okay. That felt. What was that? 3? I hope that was 3. I don't know if I was counting even up to 3. But that felt exceptionally weak. So I'm not sure I'm hitting that 425 today. I think I will just give that idea a rest. Hit this for one more set of 3. Uh, yeah. Back in a couple minutes. Okay. I just switched sides because I just hopped on the rack that my phone was leaned on. Yeah, I just checked out that last clip, that last set, and yeah, I am very weak today. Those are not as deep of squats that I want to be doing. But I'm going to work this last set with the bad form anyways, because regardless of your form or how deep the squat is, you got to be getting used to the weight anyways. So form can improve over time. That's not the biggest problem. As long as you're not injuring yourself, you're solid. Okay. Gather myself, get this done. I might only hit this for 2, but at least I got the second set. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So more reps than I thought I would be getting. So I'll consider that a win. Even though I'm off this week and my form is suffering, I'm feeling a little weaker, less motivated. I got more reps out at 405 than I normally would. So it's a victory in my books. Be back in a minute with the rest of my leg workouts. All right. We got leg extensions. Finished blasting my quads. Warming up with 150 on the stack. Probably do this for close to 10 reps. Then I'll pyramid up for my next 2 sets. All right, let's go. Okay, hard 10. So I'm only going to add 10 pounds to the next set. All right, 2 minutes. We'll be right back. All right. Set number two, leg extensions. 160 pounds, probably for 8. Let's go. Okay, 7's all I got. My quads are cooked from those squats, so it's understandable that I'm not getting much weight and much reps out on the leg extensions. So I will stay right here at 160 pounds, probably for 6 on the last set. Back in a couple minutes. All right, third and final set on the leg extension. 160 pounds for 5 or 6 reps. See how I feel. Go. Oh, okay. 5th and 6th rep were partials because my quads are gassed right out after those squats. If you can't believe how tired they are, I haven't felt this in a long time. 3 minutes rest. Be back with leg curls. Oh, my legs are stiff, man. Okay, I'm doing prone leg curls today, just because I want more of a stretch in my hamstring. Mix it up a little bit as much as you can, but I got 100 pounds on the stack. I'll do that for 1 set, see how it feels, make a decision from there if I'm going to pyramid up, drop set, or just stay the same. Let's go. Ah. Oh. Okay. That was a very hard set of 5. So I think I'll just stay right there for 2 more sets. 2 minutes, be right back. All right. Getting the second set, throwing leg curls. My legs are fucking cooked, dude. See how this goes. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Still very hard set of 5. Okay, 2-3 minutes rest. Be right back on that last set. And then I'll be moving on to calves and abs. See you in a minute. All right, third and final set on the leg curls. Very tired, very undermotivated. But let's do it anyways. Here we go. Ooh. Oh. Okay. All right. That was it on the leg curls. Be back with some calf raises. 2 minutes. See you soon. All right. Calf raises. I can feel it already. This is going to be one of those leg days where your legs are just fucking spaghetti after. We'll probably kick in tonight. I'll probably be doing something with the kids and then not be able to get up off the floor. But that's okay. It'll only last a couple days like that. All right, 110 pounds on the stack. Probably a pretty easy calf raise. But I'll start there and decide whether or not to pyramid up afterwards. Let's go. Stretch, contract. Stretch, contract. Wait, do I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, pretty easy 10. Go up to 150 from here for the next set. Probably stay there. Probably just stay right at 150. 2 minutes. Be right back. All right. Set number two. Got serial killer looking behind me. 150 pounds. Probably for, I don't know, between 6 and 8 reps. See how it feels. Go. Yeah, the last like 3 or 4 reps were only partials in the stretch position. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing at all if you're getting that. If you're getting those kinds of reps, just work them anyways. All right, 2 minutes. Be right back. All right, that's the third and final set. Calf raises, 150 pounds. We'll go for 8. See how it feels. And then I got abs. I'll be hitting the ab cruncher for heavy weight after this, just because the abs are getting really strong. That's one of those muscle groups that, like, say you're doing 100 sit-ups one week, the next week you might do 500. It gets strong that fast. So yeah, the weight my abs are moving on the ab cruncher has increased by 50% from the time I started, which is quite a lot. All right, let's get this last set of calves. All right, set the calves. Go hit those abs. Then get the fuck out of here. Be right back. 2 minutes. All right, the last muscle group I'm hitting today, the abs. I've got 120 on the stack. I don't know this machine that well because this isn't my regular location that I go to. So we'll see what 120 feels like. Make a decision from there, as always. Go. All right. Relatively easy. 10 reps at 120 pounds. So I think I'll add 50 for the next set. And hopefully I'm hitting the 5 or 6 rep neighborhood at 170 pounds. 2 minutes. Be right back. All right. Set number 2, ab cruncher, 170 pounds. Let's go. Nope, not 170. Let's go 150. Yeah. All right. 7 with mini rep. All those heavy head rush. Yeah, so I'll stay there for my third set. If you don't get full range of motion or perfect form on a set when you're working the higher weights, not the end of the world as long as you're not getting injured. As the weeks go on, your form and your range of motion always will improve. Just make sure you're pushing those limits. Yeah, so I'll be back in a minute or two for that last set. Okay, third and final set of the day. We're so clean to you guys. I did say that I was going to stay at 150 pounds for the set, but I did drop it down to 140 because, yeah, I want to be working those higher weights and getting used to it, but also range of motion is a bit of a trade-off there, right? So I decided to drop it by 10 and hopefully for a better range of motion. I'll pump out 6, 7, 8 reps or something at 120 pounds, call it a day. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, hard 8. That was a hard 8. And yeah, good productive leg day. Even feeling undermotivated. I made it through a couple days on my next workout. I'll feel better, more motivated, more invested. Be back with a pump check. See you in a minute. All right, pump checking the legs. It's like fucking stiff. Yeah, they're just cooked today. They're gonna be absolute floppy noodles tonight. Haven't had a leg day this hard in a long, long time, so be interesting to see what the recovery is like. Um, but yeah, so to recap, we hit squats, leg extensions, leg curls, calf raises, and abs. Um, Form was suffering on the squats just because I'm feeling way off today, and I feel like I got far more reps out at 105 or 405 than I normally would. So I'm okay with sacrificing a little bit of form for that, just because I got to get used to pumping this weight out for reps. And not the end of the world. The weeks go on, the form will improve. Yeah, that's it for this week's installment of Legs and Glutes. See you in a couple of days with the next installment. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You're doing me a big favor. Have a good day. Talk to you soon.